Welcome to video lesson students. This is second exercise in first chapter, that is real numbers. In the previous session, we have solved some of the problems in exercise 1.1. I have explained what are the real numbers and how to change a decimal form into a p by q form. And today we'll solve some of the problems in 1.2 exercise. See, so this is very important problem. Finding root 2, the value by long division method. So you have to find out the value for root 2 by long division method. This is little bit difficult problem, but when you'll understand this, you can do it. When you practice more problems, you feel very easy to solve this problem. So I'll explain about this root 2, and you have to solve some of the problems, like you can find out root 3 value, root 5 value, and some of the irrational numbers. As such, you can by long division method. See, for that, see here, root 2. This is just like ordinary division only. For this, you have to take like this. See here. 1 ones are 1. So root 2, 1 ones are 1, you have to put like this. So when you subtract 1 from 2, you will get 1 as an answer. You'll get 1 as an answer. So what you have to do here, 1 ones are 1. Like this you have to take. 1 ones are, the value is 1. So if you take 2 twos are, you'll get 4. So that is more than 2. So that is, you cannot take 2 twos or 4. You should take only 1 ones are 1 only. Like this. So 1 ones are 1 you will get. When you subtract, you will get 1 here. And you have to add these two. 1 plus 1, you will get 2 here. Like this. You have to add these two and put 2 here. And next time, when you put a point, you have to keep 2 zeros. Like in ordinary division, when you put a point, you put only 1 0. But here in finding out a square root, you have to put 2 zeros when you put a point. So the number became is 100. So you have to select a number in such a way that it should be less than 100. So see here carefully, you have to add these two. So when you add these two, you'll get 2 here. So you have to place a number beside this 2 in such a way that with the same number only you have to multiply. See here, I'll explain here. See here, I kept 4 beside 2. So I kept the 2 number 4. So you have to multiply it with 4 only. Should not multiply with any number as such. So when you multiply with 4, you'll get answer as 96. So when you keep 5, you have to multiply with 5 only. You have to keep, when you keep 6, you have to multiply with 6 only. But when you take more number, you will get the number which is more than 100. So this number is suitable for this. So 96 is correct number. So here the selection part is 4. You have to put like this. See here. So when you subtract, you will get 4. So already we have kept a point. Every time you can keep 2 zeros. So I kept 2 zeros like this. Now you have to, you got, here it is 24. Here it is 4. 24 into 4, you got 96. Now you have to add this. You should not add this 24 and 14. You should add only this last number what you have just kept now. That is 4. 24 plus 4. See here. 24 plus 4. You'll get 28 like this. 28. And this time again, see, 28. When you put 1 beside that 28, you have to multiply with 1 only. See here, when you multiply with 1, you'll get 281. When you put 2, you have to multiply with 2. When you put 3, you have to multiply with 3. So when you put 2, 3, 4, that number you'll get, that will be more than 400. So that is not suitable for this. So 1 is perfect. So when you keep 1, you'll get 281. That number is less than 400. So this, like this, again you have to subtract. You'll get 1190. So automatically you can keep 2 zeros. Now what you have to do, 281 plus 1. 281 plus 1. You will get 282. See here, 282. So 282. If I keep 4, you multiply with 4. You will get answer like this. So this is suitable for this. This is less than 11,900. When you take more or when you take less, it is not correct. So you have to take 4. So when 4, you have taken 4, when you subtract, you will get like this. So again, this will continue like this. So here you can find out the value of root 2 by correcting to 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places means like this. Here you can cut the value, and this is, you can take the value like 1.414. See here, this number 2 is less than 5. So when you this cut the value at this place, you can, this is less than 5. Therefore, you just simply remove this 2 and you can just keep this 4 as it is. So the answer will be 1.414. Next, one more problem. See like this. One more problem I'll show. So finding root 2 by root 3 by long division method. This is long division method. Root 3 finding out. This is square root table ma. 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4, 3 threes are 9, 4 fours are 16. You have to remember this square root table. This will be more useful to you while solving out the square root problems. See, for this problem, look here, finding out root 3 value. 1 ones are 1. If you take 2 twos are 4, this one 2 twos are 4, this will be more than 3. Therefore, you have to take 1 ones are 1. So you'll get the answer as 2. So when you add these two, 1 plus 1, you'll get 2. So you have to put 2 here. So whatever number you place here, with the same number you have to multiply. See, the answer is 200. You just keep the point and you have to put 2 zeros. So you'll get the difference as 200. So when 2 is there, when you place 7, you have to multiply with 7 only. You'll get answer as 189. So 7 here, put 7 here, put 7 here also. And you just write 189 like this. When you subtract, you'll get 11. You'll get how much the answer is 11. So automatically point is there. You every time you can keep 2 zeros like this. So 27 plus 7, you'll get 34. So you have to put 34 like this here. So when you place 3, you have to multiply with 3 only. When you place 3, you have to multiply with 3 only. So you'll get answer as 1029. Say like this. When you subtract, you'll get 11 again. This is 7,100. So this is 2 zeros I kept here like this. So when you add this 343 plus 3, 343 plus 3, you'll get 346. So you have to put 346 like this. When you place 2, you have to multiply with 2. Then you'll get answer as 6,924. So when you keep to 6,924, when you subtract, you'll get the values like this. So you can continue like this. So the value for root 3 will be 1.732. So like this is the long division method When you solve the problems, you feel easy. Now one more problem. Place any three irrational numbers between 2 and 3. See, this is the number line. Placing an irrational number between two rational numbers. You know, 2 and 3 are rational numbers. So placing any three irrational numbers between two rational numbers. How we'll place? See here. So I have taken 2 here. I have taken 3 here. Like this. So 2 can be written as root 4. So root 4 value is 2. You know, the 2 square is 4. So root 4 value is 2. Root 9 value is 3. So this is 2 can be written as root 4. 3 can be written as root 9. So after 4, what you'll get? 5. That is root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, and root 9. So all these numbers in between root 4 and root 9, all these numbers in between root 4 and root 9, that is root 5, 6, 7, 8, all these numbers are, what are they? They are irrational numbers. So like this you can write the irrational numbers. So I showed you how to find out the value for root 2 and root 3 by long division method, and I'll show this root 2 value, root 3 value on a number line. So actually where these two values will appear on the number line, I'll show you with the help of a small video. So children, you watch the video and you do as it is. Okay.
See here the construction of root 2 value. Locate how to locate the value of root 2 on a number line. You have to take a 1 unit, that is you have to put a point. See here, you have to put a point. This you have to take a graph paper. On the graph paper you have to draw x-axis, y-axis like this, and you have to indicate you have to plot the points like this, and you take 1 centimeter distance. You locate the point A, which is 1 unit distance. Again you have to locate the point B, which is also 1 unit distance like this. See here. And now you join this origin and B, that is OB, like this, and you put your compass. You put your compass and taking radius as OB, draw an arc and look at the arc where it intersects the x-axis. The point at where the arc will intersect, that point will be the root 2 value, that is 1.4. So this one you know about the Pythagoras theorem. So here in this triangle we have taken that OA is 1 and AB is also 1 unit. So according to Pythagoras theorem, this OB will be hypotenuse. This is a right angle triangle, isn't it? So OB will be the hypotenuse. So the square on hypotenuse will be equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Therefore, OA square plus OB square is equal to OA square and AB square is equal to the sum of this will be equal to OB square. So the value of OB will be root of 1 square plus 1 square, that is root 2. So when you take center as O and radius as OB, when you draw an arc, that arc will intersect the x-axis at somewhere about 1.4. So that will be the value of root 2 on number line. Now let us do one more construction, that is finding out root 3 on number line also. See here. And for this, you have to draw a perpendicular like this, perpendicular to OB line segment. When you draw a perpendicular like this to OB line segment, and again you take 1 unit distance from B. You have to locate a point C at a distance of 1 unit like this with a compass. Again, join OC. This is a point C. When you join OC, now this will be, see here, this will be, see this, OB will be √2 and CB will be 1 unit. So definitely the OC will be root of √2 whole square plus 1 square. That is √2 whole square will be 2. 2 plus 1, that is 3. So OC will be √3. So when you take the center as O and radius as OC, when you try to draw an arc, that arc will intersect the x-axis at some point. So that point will be the √3 value. See here. So the √3 value will be 1.7. So this is the construction part.